My name is Ebony S. Bailey. I am here with my stylist, friend, sister. All she has lots of titles, okay? Um, when you see her dress me, you know why I just ain't gonna let her go. But I am here for another speaker chat. She will be at She Woke Up 2025. So she's a veteran, y'all. She
Woo!
was in 2024. She's in
Yes,
2025. And we're just ready to experience this year. Like last year was She Woke Up Creating, this year is Dominating.
dominating.
And she's coming to show us how to dominate, not just on the inside, but how to allow your personality to shine through in your attire and how you can just be present in your clothing. Your clothes speak before you do. They speak loudly before you do. And she's going to
That's it.
talk to us about many things surrounding that topic. But tell the people who may not know who you are. And I mean, people, you might as well get on the train now because
Like, come
she
on
will
in.
she will be known, and you're not going to take my spot. Okay. But introduce yourself to our audience.
So, hey, everybody, I am Nikki, but also known as NL the Stylist. I have been in this life journey since 2011, and I honestly thank Jesus every day for my gift. I could not imagine doing life without fashion and empowering women. I get asked a lot what makes me do what I do. And I won't lie to you, for many years it was just, ooh, I like making people pretty. But when Jesus shows you your purpose,
Right.
um, it's the reaction my clients get once they have their wardrobe on. It's the, oh my God, Nikki, like that right there just does it for me. So that is who I am, and that is why I do what I do. As Ebony said, she is not only my sister, but she has been a client for years now. She is a VIP, so I couldn't even let her y'all take her spot if I wanted to. But you are
Right.
always welcome to come on in. Come on in.
One thing I love about this lady right here is her energy is infectious. Okay.
That's just because I'm
Um,
goofy. No.
no, but there have been times that like she came over for a fitting one time and I was having it. Oh my God, I was about to have a breakdown. She turned our session that was supposed to be a fitting into a partial therapy session. Nope, we're not doing that yet. We sitting down right here at this counter. And but it speaks to the person that she is. She's not coming to do a service. She literally cares about the whole person. And anybody can tell you, and I've heard this before being said, like, oh, she's wearing that outfit, and not necessarily that outfit. You don't want the
Wearing
outfit to
mirror.
wear you.
That's right.
You want to wear it. And it starts with the confidence that you have on the inside. And talk to us about the times, because usually when you discover your purpose, it's found in the most strangest ways. It's found in those moments where you're like, God, I don't have no options, so I'm just going to do this. And then you
That's it.
realize, oh my gosh, I like this. Oh, wait, I put that together. When did you discover that this was how God was going to use you in the lives of other people?
Again, we're all church girly, so our stories will always kind of lean into that. But mine happened in church. Me and Ebony actually went to church together, and I we were on the praise team, and our pastor was having they were doing a series or going out of town, and her pastor Ursula Rowland at the time, and my god sister Melanie Michelle Miller were doing different projects. And so I just had fun with the church's calendar, helping us come up with the craziest colors. And so they both were like, well, dress us for so and so. Cool. And at the time, I was working for Nationwide Insurance. I just knew I was going to retire there. Got to get your benefits. So I just knew I was. And after they went to their event and everybody was complimenting their wardrobe, my god sister goes, "My stylist styled me." And one of the ladies in the church was basically like, "Nikki, you should be a stylist." And I was like, "That's not even a real job. Nobody's gonna pay you to come play in a closet." I truly had no idea it was careers and celebrity, like had no idea. And so I went back to Nationwide and I was just so convicted about some of the comments they got and what I could do, the prospect of it. I researched for a whole year. The joke is, I tell everybody I owe Nationwide some money. I used all their printer paper, all while I was at work. It was just on me. And I decided one day at work, I was going to step out on faith. And those two became my very first two clients.
Oh,
And honestly, for the first 5 years, I was just referral based. And that right there let me know that was all Jesus. There's no way. I'm not trained in this field. I'm not a
mhm.
professional. I just know what clicks, what works. And it does help when you do know your client. Like it does help when you do know their likes, their dislikes. But after that, I was all wheels. It was all in.
But I like that sometimes people see it in you before you see it in yourself. And
That
so
part.
they start drawing on something on the inside of you that you didn't even consider to be a gift, right?
Right.
You were like, this is like, oh, this is natural to me. Oh, this is organic to me. Um,
Yes.
and so that's how I got into the publishing industry because
Yep.
one of my at the time I wouldn't have would I have called her a friend? I'm not sure. But she was like, hey, publish my book for me. I was like, I don't publish people books. And she was like, yes, you did. She was like, but you do yours. And I said, okay, like it's mine. I
Right.
never did it for someone else. And she was like, well, I'll let try on me. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna recharge you for real for this because this is definitely a trial.
Right.
And I went from that to publishing multiple projects. And then this year was the year that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm international. Like I have a client in Jordan. Like that's, and shout out to Maida. She did an amazing job on her book, The Victorious Exit. And
Yes.
she published this year. And I said, oh my gosh, Lord, you put me in it this way. Like I started it off by doing a coloring book for my girls and then trickling into making journals because I love journals. So I was like,
Right.
create your own, child. So I created my own and then it just morphed into now helping other people bring their voice and vision to print. And so, and this one right here, she has a whole fashion planner that you need to have
You
um in
do.
your purse, not on your bookshelf, in your purse, um
Yes.
with measurements, with all the different things on the inside to help
There's hidden
you.
gems in there, secret videos, QR codes. We got
Mm-hmm.
everything in a glossary for you to know
Mm-hmm.
what, like, I started even the glossary because, again, I have a daughter and these youngins be having language that you don't even know. So we we need to stay up on it. I got color prompts for you for the
Alex, yep.
month. It's dateless, so you can get it anytime. Shameless plug, but go to the website right now. You can cop yours.
Yeah, get yours and prepare for where you're going. Like
Yes.
we're talking about domination, right? And so at first, I was like, oh yeah, we about to everything we created last year, we about to step on the stage and dominate. And it was almost like God said, pump your brakes. Before you can do that last part and stand up anywhere, you got to work on from the inside out. You dominate from the
That part.
inside out. And so we're deep diving into these things that technically would limit us so that we don't show up as our best selves. Like
Right.
Nikki can dress you, okay? She can pull all the pieces together and then your inside is all types of jacked up because you have
Hmm.
unaddressed trauma and unaddressed issues and you don't want to deal with it. So you go stand in front of a camera Like if you go back to the first speaker chat that was dropped, Tanisha, you go in front of Tanisha to take pictures, and she has to pull tooth and nail to get you to smile because you are so unhappy with what's on
It's
the
real.
inside, and you look beautiful on the outside. So like this conference is not literally just for you to come and sit down and not take the stuff that people are talking about and apply. This is
Right.
a mirror. Like, hold it up, look at who you are. What are your fears? What are the things that are keeping you from showing up
And let's work on
as
those
your
things.
best self?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Let's work
How
on them.
have you ever had a client, you don't have to call their name,
No.
but have you ever worked with someone that you had to coach into confidence through their wardrobe? How do you do that?
Um, I what's the best way to say that? I I hope that I'm speaking life into all of my clients. That is the best way to relay that. I want us as not only women, because I do have male clients alone, but sometimes we are pouring so much into others
Mm-hmm.
that the littlest things we don't see or catch, and we let that pile up. And then when it is time to show up as us, we really don't know how to do that. And when you do sit in the makeup chair, or when you do go to your stylist, or honestly, if I'm allowed to go there, even if you aren't hiring a stylist and you go in your closet and you're doing the turnaround like, oh, I have nothing to wear, a lot of that is not a surface thing. Some of that is an inside thing. That's when we get frustrated and we get I just don't even know if I'm going. My hair not right. Like all of that starts to trickle down and happen to us in the closet, in the bedroom, while we're in the mirror trying to put on the makeup. Even when we're again sitting in our person's chair or with our stylist or hairstylist, I don't know, just do whatever. Sometimes when we don't have that purpose is because we're so busy being everywhere else or dealing with everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't sat with us. And so one of my themes this year, I've been telling everybody, be selfish with you. Like if this ain't no other season, this moment, be selfish with you. When you take care of you, and that is your appearance, your therapy, your church life, whatever that is, when you start to take care of you, you will show up all the time. And then that'll help you be able to show up for others. So I try really, really hard to speak life into my clients because that makes the wardrobe easy. That makes adding color easy. That makes, even if we are in a classic black, oh my God, suit, it makes it easy. Dressing, I have a few clients, I tell them all the time, it's not even a secret. Y'all are muses because I am allowed to show up and just do me. And it is effortless because we are, hey, girl, I am working out loud. We get to catch up, chat, and oh, remember, I took he Kita's event. Hope she's okay with me sharing it. It happened this year, and an attendee that she had um came up to me and said, Nikki, I don't know if you remember me, but you were at another event and you spoke, and you were speaking on why you push color. And not that you hate black, but why you push color. And so I went back onto, and I hope she sees it because she really blessed me. She's like, I went through my social media, went through my wardrobe, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what Nikki said, and she wore a yellow dress. And I purposely, all while we were at the event, went to her social media just so I can find, and it was literally on her page. You can spot, and I was like, from the comments on down to her glow, her. I showed up and everybody was, I was like, I don't know why it took me so long to just step out there. And I was like, that's the purpose right there.
Mm-hmm.
to give you whatever you need, whatever confidence you need to step out there. I know sometimes there's things about us that we just shy away from, even in
Right.
wardrobe. Like some of us don't like our arms out. Some of us don't like, hey, I'm only going to give you a little bit of thigh. I don't like my legs. Those are, we understand that that's personal preference. And maybe there's some things we're working on or some,
Mm,
things that we just want to cover up. I'm totally with that. But for us to sit in a session and you to say, oh, I don't know why I don't like that. It just never worked for me or didn't go for me. Or I tried it one time or I just saw it on somebody else and it didn't look good on me. Okay, so let's tap into that. Why do you shy away from these things? Why do you feel like every time you get in front of a camera, you're not feeling it? Or why I know you have the most bubbly and personality and you light up when you come into a room, but when it's time for you to show up for you, we
mhm,
kind of hide, we take a step back. Um, it all plays with wardrobe. It all plays
mm,
with makeup. It all plays with you branding yourself. All that stuff has a play in it. So I do. I really, really, like you said, it's more than just showing up and saying, hey, let's go get dressed or what did
right.
we buy? Anybody can do that. You and your girlfriend can go to the store and go shopping together. So I want to make sure when you do come to the NL family, you're not only tapping into your personal style and your personal wardrobe, but we are tapping into, hey, I have an aesthetic. I
Mm,
have a brand. And when I step outside, they see my brand. Like one thing about my sister to Tanisha that you spoke about earlier is we can get online and we know when Tanisha took a photo, hands down. Like like
mhm.
you can literally I and we have done many shoots together. It won't even be my client, but you can be scrolling and I'll be like, my girl did that. They don't
Did
even
that.
gotta tell me who took that photo. When your brand does that, when your personality, when you embody that for your clients, to me, hands down one. So those are the things that I've learned from even an amazing entrepreneurs, even like yourself. Just show up as you, and as long as you're walking in your purpose and you're giving your clients your best, I promise he'll do the rest.
And that's the part that some people don't lean into and trust is because somebody else believes more in what you have to offer than you do.
Right.
And in order to, if we lean back into the theme of the conference, in order to dominate in any of those spaces, you have to figure out, well, why am I that way? So like at the
Right.
end of in the end of last year, I was going through several things that I just allowed to pile on myself. I did not stop long enough to breathe and to process how Ebony was feeling. I just kept moving. A lot of us are in this whole, church will tell you pray about it. Okay, now what you supposed to do with it after you pray? Okay, no,
Right.
God told us there are things that we're supposed to do. Like he put these places to go in the earth. He provided therapists and all of those things. And we will have a licensed therapist at the conference because
Oh, beautiful.
we need, and she's on the same night as you. She's on the opening night.
Yay.
Because
Let's go Friday.
yes, so because you have to do inside.
You do.
We want to prepare everyone that is coming for internal work. Like, let's go ahead and clear the clutter. I feel like Friday night is a let's clear the clutter. We have Alicia come in to get us active and moving. So we have like our movement session,
I'm
kind of
ready.
break up the day, kind of shake off the nervousness or whatever else is going on. We have you coming to pour into us in multiple ways. Some people may think you're only talking about styling, but she's not.
Mhm.
She's got more for you.
You got
Um,
demonstrations and all. So,
Right,
mm-mm.
right. And we have Othay coming to talk about mental health because what is
Yes,
the use of you getting the outfit, getting the opportunity, and you are not mentally fit to handle
it
the
don't add
weight
up.
of the assignment. And
That's
so
right.
coming to sit and talk with us about the mental posture it takes for you to even walk into the space of dominating.
Right.
So just being prepared for those things will help you better even have the confidence to walk in. You know, they talk about being prepared. When you're prepared, you show up different. When
You
you have
do.
not practiced, you be like, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Um,
Back there wishing, praying, and hoping that whatever this turns out to be, I'm okay with. But when you are prepared, it
yes.
even looks different on you. Like
Hmm.
it look. I tell everybody it's like tailoring your clothes. It's different. When you get your clothes tailored to your body, I don't care what nobody say, it looks like it's made for
Made for
you.
you.
It's different. It's just it hits different.
Yeah, this. So this moment, think about this. All the women in the room, and there is still a tailor-made message for you that you will
That's
walk
right.
away with, grabbing pieces from every single speaker, every single breakout session, even the vendor opportunities, the networking moments that will happen throughout. There will be things that you can grab, and we can all have sat in that same room, and the
And got
points
something
that
different.
yeah,
Hmm.
that resonated with each person, they have literally put together a whole outfit, but it's internal. And
That's
now every
it.
time something happens, they can pull on that resource that they
Hmm.
deposited from the experience. Because I was like, this is bigger than a conference. This is an encounter. This is an
That's it.
experience. So I love that you said yes. I love that you said yes twice. Last year, she did a session with Tanisha.
Hmm.
This year, they are split. Okay. You get Nikki, you get NL by herself, you get Tanisha by herself, and they get to pour in their own unique way. And I
Right.
love that about you, because the very first time I used Nikki for a photo shoot, I was like, I didn't realize all this came with styling. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Like, I didn't know you did this. I didn't know. I was like, people need to know what
Yes.
they're getting. She is worth more than what she charges.
Yeah, it's hard. And again, I know we all content's king and everything else, but when you're in the midst of it all, sometimes it's really hard to show like, and then there's different avenues to it. So like a photo shoot, it blows everybody's mind when it's like, I say, no, come drive, get out the shower and just show up.
She wouldn't
We
even let me put my
arrive.
shoes on, y'all.
Yes,
Like my
we
earrings.
put your shoes on, your jewelry. We baby oil you. We make sure every hair, and I am not no hairstylist, but I am the fakest hairstylist you gonna find while we on set. It is,
Yeah, she
there
come
will
in to
not
fix
be,
stuff.
yes, there won't be a
Hmm.
hair out of place. We provide all the accessories. Like there is so much that you get in your package. So sometimes other than your consult, it's hard to explain that to someone on the outside. But w- everybody's heard me say this 20 million times over. When I say we got you, I promise you, don't blink, don't miss. I type everything you say. I know Ebony, she'll tell you, she'll come back and be like, Nikki, didn't I such and such? And I'm like, yep, and we so and so and we so and so, and I already got this and this. Like, I
Hmm.
promise you, you are in good hands. And one of the biggest things I encourage everyone, especially when you are walking in your purpose or creating a brand or establishing something, you do not have to be Beyonce or Tyler to have a glam squad. Like you can, one, you are still that girl. Like let's not get it twisted. But the myth or misconception is that you have to be a celebrity or lawyers or doctors or whoever are the only ones who have. It is just like your everyday, oh, I know who my nail tech is. Oh, I go to this regular stylist. That's your glam squad. Like, do you know that is technically once they're your person, that's your glam squad. Now, yes, there are benefits of having your glam squad come to your home or to your event, but that's still your glam squad. So empower them. Like, allow them to get to know. talk about it in your sessions. Like, you should be anyway, but hey, we've tried this hairstyle every blue moon. Like, all of me and my clients go through hair. Like, we have to go through every step. I promise Ebony will attest. We have gone through, hey, me and Blessings, such and such and such a, what do you think? Hey, you're wearing these few looks, this updo, this downdo, this so and so. We're gonna try this hair type. So
Mhm.
all of that plays a part in how you present yourself, and that is why certain people that you love so much online, or even your favorite brand or influencer, when you're like, dang, how do they show up effortlessly? It's because they allowed and empowered their team to back them, to support them, and to do what it is that they need to do. So I
It
promise you,
starts with
you can be ready.
trust. It
Yes.
starts with
Yes.
trust, like, and so I had to learn to let go because Ebony is. Listen, I'm working on that. Okay,
Look, she said it, not me.
control, control. I'll be anything that I can. I got it, and okay, I'll let you a little bit, but Nikki will stretch me. Okay, this year when she woke up, Nikki's like, Ebony, this is like, what did you call it? You said this is
It's
my
my Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. So she's like, okay, I have your mood boards, but I'm not sending them to you until we're on the phone. And I'm like, what are you getting ready to do to me? Like, help me
It's
understand.
my Super Bowl.
And then she not only sent them to me while we were on the phone, but she only sent them to me one at a time. She had to explain the looks. Okay, I know because she knows how I am. I'm very put together, like very polished. She claims if I needed to go to a church event, a business conference, I will already have the attire. Okay.
Look.
We not we look, we are she claims that. So she's like, no, I have these things that I want and I need to explain them to you. And she's like, either you're gonna be like yes, or you're gonna be like, I'll trust you. Because I've
Look,
had
I
those
trust you,
moments.
Chad.
I was like, I don't
And
know.
that's
I don't
exactly
know
what
if
she said. She says, okay, I'm gonna trust you. But at the end, I know what result we're gonna get. So I'll be okay. I promise you, I'll be okay. But woo, look, I know how I have to come. Like, every client is different, and anybody in their field, especially if you're a service-based business, just like having children. You can't raise everybody the same. Everybody don't have the same temperament. Them everybody, they are my babies. So no, I know how I have to approach her. And then again, like you said, we're friends, we're sisters. So if you have already told me, hey, I love working with entrepreneurs. That is probably my favorite out of the slew of individuals in
Mhm.
my career time that I've worked with. And it's because I want to make their job easier. I feel like that is our purpose. Yes, we elevate styles and redefine deserve luxury, but my job is to make sure your job is easier. So if I've already talked to you, and I check in with my clients all the time, and you kind of, and not even intentionally giving me a, oh my God, I did this,
Yeah.
that even gives me Nikki, show up like this. Be the
Mhm.
woosah, be the breathe moment. And then after you let them breathe, let's go have some fun. Like, a lot of clients, I have one client, and that is my one of my right hand mans. She will no, Nikki, I don't want to go shopping. You do it. I don't want to. She hates it, and that is that. But when I do even show up to give her her clothing, because I already know trying on is gonna be a thing. Like, hey, Nikki, I don't really want to do that. I try to make it fun and personable.
Mhm.
So yes, I do have to show up for each one of y'all a little different, but again, you always you come on in. So that's the trust factor. That's the trust factor.
But I'm learning too, like, if God is going to expand your territory, you can't have control in every single area as far as you doing it. He's going to send people along the way to help you get to
Mhm.
the place that He called you to be in. And
Right.
even though you're a service base, you have a team, and your team, you had to probably learn to trust them to do the assignments that you delegated and all of
Correct.
that. Hmm.
And even from a business standpoint, take it as like you scaling your business.
Yeah.
Um, what I always like, one of my clients, hey, while I'm doing this frees up your space. What now? It helps you move on to the next task.
Mhm.
This is something you don't even have to worry about.
Yep.
Like, yes, of course, we'll go through the emails, we'll go through your mood boards, but it's just another way of scaling your business. We all
Hmm.
know we're gonna need some headshots. We already know we got two conferences, one speaking engagement, and a personal networking event we're going to. My job is to come and say, hey, this is our July calendar. We're doing this many looks in the month. Let's go
Hmm.
ahead. Like, you are, that takes all of that off of you to
Yeah.
where you are just getting up and going. Even if you need something long term, like I have a client, we did her closet organization, and it was something totally new even for me, and it was more of a Nikki, you know what my life looked like. I am a serial entrepreneur. I am always on the go. I want to be able to go in my closet and take a
And
hanger out and there's an outfit on it. I got so creative with her process because of her schedule. Not only does she take the hanger off, the next three hangers are outfits that could either go with those pants or go with the top. Like, our job is to make sure your world is just easy, simplified, and you get to show up and be you. Like, you just get to show up and be you.
and that's what we need to learn to let go. Um, if you are in the space where I know that my life has taken a turn, and a lot of it is I didn't know the Lord was going to do it that way. I didn't know He was going to go
Right.
about it this way. I didn't know that it was going to take this to do that. I just I'm trusting the process. And so I'm also learning that as He takes away, He adds things that don't
That's right.
require as much maintenance to sustain, because where you're moving to, you want to be able to trust. I see you growing. Like, I see your business expanding to where you are the head of it all and you're managing those people. And I can
I
trust you with
received
this
that.
client. Like, I can trust you with this client because I already know that you can maintain what's needed for this one, while I service this one because we're still figuring her out. And so now that I
Correct.
understand, so just being able to navigate through that space, and that comes with trust. But
Correct.
if you really want to move into these new spaces and these new places, and you want to dominate, as we said, you have to learn to let go of things that are requiring too much work. It was a book I read by Lisa Nichols called Abundance Now. And she talked about how she wanted to get a flyer done, and she decided she didn't want to pay for it. She was like, nope, I'm gonna do it myself. She said she spent hours on that flyer. She spent hours,
Wow.
and it was terrible. And she still ended up having to pay somebody else to
To
do,
do it. Yeah.
because, and she was like, even though it took them X amount of time to do it, that was something that they have literally acquired the skill for. Like, just because it took me 10 minutes to do doesn't mean I'm not worth the price point that I'm charging. um I have spent years to be able to do it this fast. I have invested in my craft this to get this efficient. And so it's the same with us. Working in your zone of genius will create more time for yourself to be
That's right.
able to do the things that
That
bring
you need
in
to
or
do.
generate the wealth.
That's
You
right.
don't have to work as hard. And when you book services like Nikki's, you can live like now. I mean, the first time I was a little anxious. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Now she's like, Ebony, order this, order this, order this. All right, let me know when it's here. And I don't even flinch now. I'm like, okay, I might talk back a little bit when she send me the mood boards. I talk back a little bit, but after that, after we get past that part, I'll just order it, and I'm like, okay, when she gets here, I trust it. She'll say, order this. We gonna cut this up. Okay, all right, cool. And I know I don't have to think about it, because I she has built that level of trust and consistency, and she has come through. So if anything, I would say learn to trust the people that God sends in your path, because
Yes.
you pray for the right people. You pray for um strategic alliances and partnerships and all of these things. You
Hmm.
pray for those things, and then when He sends them, you give them such a hard time that they don't stay. But he's like,
Correct.
I sent you the help that you asked for,
That.
and you won't allow them
Hmm.
to do what I have empowered them to do. They have
Right.
come along to help you. So receive the help.
And that is actually key in a lot of things. I speak on one, why my consultations are free. I have other stylist friends, and that's one thing that they say no make. But the reason why I'm big on making sure my consultations are free is because I elaborate in the consultation. We have to learn each other. Like, even if I know you, we still have to learn each other.
Hmm.
Every person has their icks there. And then when you've gone through hurt and like, and I know we all use the term like church hurt, but when you've all gone through hurt like that, or I've even had other clients come to me and say, I've had a stylist before and I'd rather do it myself. And I can't, like, the whole convincing thing, I don't really get into. I just say, hey, trust me. And then while we're building trust, I am huge on feedback. All of my clients will tell you that's one of the first things that come out of my mouth. Tell me, Nikki, we won't never do that again. Tell me if when I was speaking, my thighs was like, you'll be surprised. Ask all, like, I come back, I'll find things people didn't even know was invented for my clients. Like, I remember the first time we found out that the sweat pads were an actual thing because I was trying to make them. No, if you have an issue with sweat and when you're speaking and now you done sweated through your clothes and it's an issue, no, we gonna make sure we take care of that need. Like, we don't know what the problem is or the need is until we talk about those things. So if something goes wrong the first time, I laugh all the time. We can talk about like Beyonce's concert. Every other night, if there's a wardrobe problem or something has happened, a lot of the comments will automatically go, ooh, somebody getting fired tonight. That's the first thing that you see anytime something goes wrong. And in some cases, if something could have been prevented or something, yes, as the boss, you are supposed to make those decisions. But when you understand the business, when you understand malfunctions, or when you understand one-offs, or when none of us knew that could even happen, but now we know, like, those are things that now you sit down with your
Hmm.
team and do a, hey, what went well, what didn't went well. But like you said, sometimes we are so in a place of posture of a,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
giving you a hard time, or you got to come like this because of the last five people did such and such. And you don't allow us to build or develop or even have a relationship to where, no, I know my clients, like I know them.
Hmm.
Then you are kind of, you blocking Jesus and your blessings. Like, I'm here to help. So one of the best gifts God ever gave me is there is not one client I don't have to where anytime I do a thank you event or anything, the first, like, I truly pour out to them. No, y'all let me learn. You let me mess up. You let me fix it. You let me be greater. You let me show up, cut out, cut up. I'm forever cutting up clothes. And you let me, which is why you have what you have today. Um, being a person in a service field, I tell everybody all the time, your glam squad or something, like, even when you sit in the hair chair, they're your therapist, your vent coach, your motivator, your breath of fresh air. I done got out of the house, whatever that is, we are able to do that for you because we know you. And once we've learned you and know what your needs are, we are a better teammate even for you. I know how to show up for Ebony S. Bailey. I know how to show up for her. Like, you can't tell me any otherwise. You can't convince me to be any other type of stylist for her. I know how to do that for her. And it's because we built relationship.
And I love that. And that's the part where I love the community that is being built through She Woke Up.
Yes,
Um, I love I love, that's the best way. It's a community that's being built,
it really is.
and it's it feels safe. And it not only feels it, it is.
Yes.
A lot of us don't have the safety of what you said. I can mess up, I can cry, I can do wrong, I can do all of these things, but you're not going to hold me to that. You're going to remind me of who I am. And in
Mm-hmm.
those moments when you come to spaces that are curated for women. You never know what you're going to get sometimes. You don't know if the greeter at the door is going to be side-eyeing you, if they're going to have an attitude, if they're going to know. When I tell you, everyone that has joined the vision and has decided to sow their time and talent into building this experience for you all, they truly, truly have the heart of women.
Right.
And I
Mm-hmm.
am so grateful that God has joined them to be a part, and even the new people that are at it, because we have some veterans. We have, like I said, Nikki's coming back, Tanisha's coming back, Tina's coming back. We have our same team from last year that came in and they did what they did.
Right.
We have some staples, but God is still sending more, and I'm grateful
And
for
it's
all the
growing.
yeses. Yes,
It's growing.
I'm grateful for all the yeses. I'm grateful for the sowing. I'm grateful for the prayers, and the consistency, and the fact that I'm learning that I can literally cast the vision and, like the Bible says, make it plain so that the people that pick it up can run with it. Yes.
Right.
And that is literally what is happening. So I hope to see you August 1st and 2nd at She Woke Up 2025, Friday night. You will have
Look,
none
no,
other.
we're going to be like the meme. My friend is about to tell you about this event, and you are going to like this event, and you are going to get a ticket for this event. So let's not have no problem. Okay, friend, go ahead and tell them about this event.
Yes. So there's a conference coming to Raleigh, North Carolina at the Life Enrichment Center, August 1st and
August
2nd.
1st.
And August 1st, that Friday night, we are having a live recording of the Unscripted Push. I know you see that back there. Unscripted Push podcast. We have
Yes.
NLtheStylist coming to get you right so that you step into the space on Saturday looking clean and fresh and ready to receive.
Yes.
We have a movement session with Alicia Benson, who is coming to get us active and teach us some line dances, y'all, real
She's
quick.
going to have us
We have,
moving.
yes, get us moving. We have Othay. She is a licensed therapist that's coming to help us dive on the inside and prepare ourselves mentally for what we are going to encounter throughout this weekend. Saturday, my God, we have main stage events, breakout
I'm so
sessions,
excited.
we have networking opportunities. We have vendors both nights. We have a lunch. We have so many things. But most importantly, get in the space, because it's something about when everyone gets in one space and on one accord,
Telling
so
you.
much can be birthed in that moment. We had testimonies from last year, and people are coming back carrying the baby that they pushed out last year at the
Look,
end of
I'm
that
about to
conference.
tell on myself.
Go ahead,
So there was
girl.
this one girl that was on the floor. I don't even know how she got down there, but when she came up, other people, I saw you go ahead and just lean on in. So I lean. Look, if you end up on the floor, don't say I did not warn you. Don't say, because something took over that conference last year and we left high in the spirits.
Yeah.
I was slain. So please get in the room. Get
Get in
in the room.
Get in the room. Get in the room. Friday, come relax. Come. You don't have to be in a suit and tie. We're gonna
Right.
be in She woke up gear. Head to the website if you want to get yours ahead of time, so that you can come in and be ready to move with Alicia and do the little dances and stuff. But get most importantly, like she said, get in the room.
Get in
There's
the
something
room.
going to be birthed in that room, and it's nothing that we can do. You have to push your own baby out. We'll be
That's
there to
right.
catch that baby when it comes out, but you have to do the work to push what you have been carrying for years out. It's time.
That's right.
It's It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. So, you got any last words for the people?
No, I want to see y'all Friday. There's and Saturday. Like don't skip a day. So I need to see y'all out Friday and Saturday. Come chat with us, talk with us, and let's dominate this. I'm ready to be with you and dominate. So I want to
Yeah.
see you as She Woke Up
Yes. See you. See you guys August 1st, 2nd, Friday night, Saturday, and be in the room.
in the room.
Stay tuned for more speaker chats. You are going to meet every person that will be imparting and pouring into you. So there's no excuse, y'all. Registration closes on July 17th. Don't let the doors close and you don't have your ticket. This will
And
not
grab
be
one for
live.
your friend.
Right.
Don't be stingy. Don't be gatekeeping. Go ahead and get your ticket and one for your friend. Yep, and
Hmm.
come on out.
Exactly. No streaming. This will not be live streamed. This is a safe place for us to pour out and to receive. So be in the room August 1st and 2nd. We'll see you then. Thanks for
See you
joining.
there. Bye, guys.
Bye.